Okay, so question 3 pertains to section 80.2. Maria is studying the sodium content of cold cuts. So it's about meat. A random sample of 8 52 gram samples of smoked beef. So we have smoked section number 3. We have smoked beef. And N1, I'm going to begin with N1, 8. Produce a sample mean of 14.0 grams. So X bar is 14.04 grams of sodium with a sample standard deviation of 0.5. So S1 is 0.5 grams. And I think, guys, you should agree this is a sample standard deviation because he says sample standard deviation. An independent random sample of 6 samples of smoked turkey. So now smoked turkey. N2 is 6. He's going to give us X bar, and he's going to give us S2 as well. Produce a sample mean of 13.52 grams. Should be just G of sodium with a sample standard deviation of 0.75. Test to see if there is a difference in the sample mean sodium contents of the above brands of smoked beef. That should be beef here. And smoked turkey. Use alpha equals 5%. And assume the population variances are not equal. That means when it comes to pooled, guys, you're going to select what? When it comes to pooled. Can a student tell me? Yes. You said no, and it is correct. So you guys know that this is a 2-sample, not Z test, because he gives you S1 and he gives you S2 instead of sigma 1 and sigma 2. So it's a 2-sample t-test. Once you guys realize, just what test you are using, I think it's not going to be difficult at all, just to figure this out. So let's perform the test together. And the claim, so HO, he wants to see if they are different. The means are different. So mu1 equals mu2, and mu1 is not equal to mu2, and this is where the claim is. If you have any questions, let me know. So now I'm going to run the test, and you will see it's very straightforward. So I'm going to turn the calculator on, stat, tests, 2-sample t-test. We don't have data. X1 bar is 14.04. S1 is 0.5. N1, guys, is 8. X2 bar is 13.52. S2 is 0.75. N2 is 6. And you guys were selecting not equal to, as you can see. And pooled is no, that's very important. And then calculate. Okay, you can see, guys, my T is 1.471 to 3 decimal places, and my p-value is big, 0.1785. Okay, so I'm going to write them down. T, that's in the next step. This is called the test statistic. So if you are asked on the test to find T, this is the test statistic. P-value is a p-value. Everybody calls it a p-value. And that's all I need from the calculator. So is this bigger than alpha or smaller than alpha, guys? Just one response. Is p-value more than alpha? Bigger. Okay. So we fail to reject HO. And I've said that many times, guys. If you fail to reject the null hypothesis and your claim is in the alternative, then you say that you cannot support the claim. There is not enough evidence at the 5% level of significance to support the claim that there is, let's see what, I'll just copy it and paste it, guys, that there is a difference in the mean sodium content of the above brands. Two brands, beef and turkey. That concludes the question, guys. And that is number 3. We're gonna do another one now. So that's number 3. Let's pick another one that has to do. So this covers, guys, section 8.2, as I said. Okay. Let's see the next question. That's 8.4. We're gonna do 4, number 4. All right. A pilot study in Fairweather County wishes to determine whether mailing reminder to register to vote to all citizens in the county who are eligible will improve voter registration number. A random sample of 1,500 potential voters was taken. Then this sample was randomly divided in 2 groups. Group 1, guys, consisted of 750 people. Reminders were sent in the mail to each member in the group. The number from this group who registered was 405. So let's start, guys, building the question. So here consists of 750 people. So we have N1 is 750 and X1, the ones who responded, 405. Group 2, so that's number 2, consists of 750. No reminders to register were sent to them. The number of potential voters from this group who registered was 375. So N2, guys, you agree, 750, and X2 is 375. Let P1 be the proportion of voters who registered in group 1, and let P2, so he's make it easier. He's telling you which one is P1 and which one is P2. Test using a 5% level of significance to see whether the claim that the proportion of potential voters who registers was greater in group 2. So guys, let me write down what we have. That was number 4. Group 1, group 2. You know this is a proportion now. It's not testing the difference between 2 means, because he give you sample size, he give you probability of success. X1, he says it's 405, and X2 is 375. Let me just make sure. And he wants us to check that the proportion of potential voters who registered was greater in group, group 1. Please fix that mistake. Was greater in group 1. I made a mistake here. Okay, can a student tell me what would be the null and the alternative hypothesis here? And alpha is 0.05. I'll prepare the signs, guys. The P1 and P2. P1 and P2, and can you tell me what's going to be there?